Finally, Pastor Joel Hostin has come out to encourage the church members to continue to hold on their faith.
Hello, Lakewood family. We want to tell you how much we love you and how much we've been praying for you. Yes, it's been a difficult week, something we never dreamed we would have to deal with. But we look back now and we see the faithfulness of God and how He protected and watched over us. And this Sunday, we're going to have special services, time of healing and restoration, time of praise and thanksgiving, just thanking God for His angels watching after us and for His faithfulness. For where would we be without the goodness and the mercy of God? So we hope you and your family will come out. There are forces that would like for us to shrink back and live in fear, afraid of what might happen at the school, the grocery store, at work, or even at church. But we are not people of fear. We are people of faith. God has us in the palm of His hand. This is not the time to shrink back. This is the time to turn to God, to rally together. Really, we are stronger together. I've had friends call me from all over the country. They said, Joel, we're coming in this Sunday just to be with you, to support you. So I hope you'll be there and just draw strength from each other. We'll take time to honor some of the heroes that put their life on the line to keep us safe. But I know it's going to be a great time of healing and encouragement. Also be challenged as well about living in faith and not fear. But we're looking forward to seeing you and your family. Know that we love you very much.
To bring you the current stage of the shooting incident that happened in Lakewood Church yesterday, and the mayor, John WHITMIRE, has finally come out to ensure the public that they are going to put measures to protect the church.
Families were coming together to worship and to prepare for America's #1 sports event. We all got calls. It was a tragic scene. It's an ongoing investigation, but I can assure everyone that it is our highest priority to have total transparency. As we stand before you today, you will know what we know as we learn it. I want to speak to our diverse community. Every place of worship is important to the law enforcement community that stands behind me. Whether it's our churches, our synagogues, our mosques, our temples, we are going to provide you protection. We're increasing security. Won't discuss publicly all provisions, but we're going to continue to make public safety our highest priority. I would also like to emphasize we need to continue to be aware of mental health issues in our community, indications that mental health played a role in an early investigation. Want to also ask the public not only keep the victims in their prayers, the suspect's family in our prayers. There was a lot of pain exhibited yesterday and being felt today. I want you to pray for the first responders. The two gentlemen that neutralized the suspect yesterday, a TABC officer and an HPD officer, did not go to work yesterday morning planning to have to use their weapons. They're suffering today. They need our prayers and our counseling. And in closing, let me thank the men and women of every agency that's represented up here today, and some are out in the field. I speak quite often about collaboration of our law enforcement agencies in our community. I want the public to know, I want Houstonians to know that we have every level of government represented here today, led by our fine, outstanding Chief Fenner. The scene yesterday was hectic, but people came together, agencies, all the agencies representing law enforcement in our community at the state level and at the federal level. It's an ongoing investigation, but that's the way cooperation is supposed to work. And to the Houston community, we feel, as we stand before you today, the community's unity. That's what great communities do. We don't start pointing fingers. We don't worry about who's going to get credit for work. We come together. This is a great community, great people, but with the first responders that showed up at the scene and have worked all night long and have an ongoing investigation. Let's keep our first responders. We want to assure Reverend Osteen's church that we understand the trauma that they went through to those families. We want them to understand everybody was doing everything they could on the scene yesterday. The reunification of the families. We had families separated from their children. So this is what collaboration and unity and dedication to public safety provides. Let's continue to support the first responders. We'll be very transparent as we go forward. And with that message, I would like to yield to Chief Fiddle.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to first thank all of my colleagues, and that includes all the men and women on the front line. The Mayor hit some points of the collaboration and the difficulty in the scene yesterday, but very proud of everybody who showed up, and we got everything under control. I want to ask for prayers for a 7-year-old kid who's fighting for his life. And questions came up yesterday about him. And I think that what we need to do for him is pray. He's still in critical condition, fighting for his life. The last report I got, a 57-year-old male who was shot has been released. I want to ask for continued prayers for him and his family, and all families involved. The Lakewood family, and the mayor spoke on it, but I spoke to Pastor Osteen this morning, and he would have been here, but his duty, his heart is with his congregation right now, trying to start the healing process, and we want to pray for them and our entire community. But as I said yesterday, I'll say it again. We go through tragic moments, but we're going to stand up as Houstonians, as like we always do with any tragedy. But we wanted to come here and provide an update on the incident of yesterday, and I just want to go over a few things, a few individuals who are here. Mayor Whitmire already spoke. I'm speaking that Chief Pena will speak. The FBI SAC, Douglas Williams, will say a few words. TABC Director Kevin Lilly will make some remarks. The update on the actual investigation is going to come from our commander of homicide, Hasek. We're going to follow up in Spanish with Commander Hector Garcia. We'll probably just summarize everything that everybody's saying up here briefly, and then we'll go to question and answers. Also want to acknowledge the director of DPS, Gerald Brown, is here. Thank you. And also Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, and our district attorney Kim Ogg is here as well. If I missed out on somebody, you let me know. But a lot of work has been conducted since yesterday, and a lot of things are still going on. We will not be able to answer every question. Information that we do have, we'll share it with you if we can, but let's just take that into consideration. Also want to close out by saying it's important, as the mayor said, that our community, and not only religious institutions, all of our communities, we need to hold one another up in this moment, at any other moment. We need to watch out for one another. And you'll see us out there, more visible presence. But behind those visible presence are true relationships. We communicate every day with everybody in our community that we possibly can. And we'll continue to do that. I'm going to step aside briefly and bring up Chief Sam Pena.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Mayor, for bringing this group together. I want to first extend my gratitude as well to all the agencies that participated in this incident, the ones that we collaborate on a day-to-day basis, because again, it's about those relationships that are built ahead of time that ensures an efficient response to these types of incidents when needed. Also, again, our prayers to the young child that was injured, our community, that is suffering and it's traumatic for our community as well when these incidents happen. So, but the purpose of my briefing here today is just to allay some of the fears that may be out there in regards to any possible exposure to chemicals that may or may not have been present at the scene. As we mentioned yesterday, in collaboration with the Houston Police Department's Bomb Squad, our Hazmat Task Force and Decontamination Task Force were on scene conducting tests on any of the products that may have been at the location. The tests were completed, the preliminary tests were completed on scene. I can safely say that there is no risk of exposure to any chemical or product that may have been present to anybody that was at the facility, at the church, any of the first responders, anybody that came in contact or in the general vicinity, and certainly no danger to our community in terms of any hazmat products. The products on their own are benign, and they're common products that we would see in other applications. So I want to make sure that we communicated that to our community. There was no
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. My name is Chinwo. I'm a fan of Wire Tincture. I'm introducing you to this show, to this blog. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Wire Tincture, to get the latest gist and also entertainment in the world.
Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Why You Think Show and keep on watching for more updates. Bye bye.
Keep on watching Why You Think Show.